Hello, I'm Dr. Ogie, and it's a pleasure to talk to you on my videos. I hope you've had an opportunity to watch some of the other ones. And I do this because I totally am inspired to be a chiropractor and help my doctors achieve absolutely greatness and achieve the practice of their dreams. And that's why I do what I do. It's for fun. Now, I want to talk to you about an issue which is an incredibly important issue in our profession, and that is the issue of trust. And you're probably wondering, what the hell? Well, let me explain. Let me ask you this question. As a parent, now if you have children, as a parent, would you ever take your children to a doctor you did not trust? And I can bet boots I know the answer. You're going to say, absolutely not, see? Well, here's the problem that I have with this, and this is the reason we're talking about it, is because chiropractors don't seem to understand that principle when it comes to the parents that they actually see, okay? And most doctors that I talk to see less than 5% children, which is a huge problem. When my practice was around 75% kids, most doctors that I talk to, their practice is less than 5%. Now, why in the world is that? And the answer to that is really simple. There are two parts to that answer. One is the parents don't really trust what they do, see? And so when I talk to doctors on the phone, it becomes apparent that the patients really don't trust what they do, okay? Now, they'll trust them with themselves. That's different. But they will absolutely, totally not trust them with their children, see? Now, the reason they don't trust what you do is simply because they really don't understand what you do. And the reason they don't understand what you do is because you don't know how to explain it to them at a level that patients need to hear, at a grassroots grade 8 level, see? Now, if your patients absolutely, totally understood what you do the way you understand it and better, you would drive down to your office every morning and you'd find your clinic surrounded by a high barbed wire fence. There'd be like voltage lines across the top, and there'll be sentry dogs on the perimeter. And your staff would be on both sides of the front door armed with bazookas and grenades beating off the crowds. And you'd have your fire-breathing dragon in the moat in front of your office protecting your life from the onslaught, because people will break down the walls to get at you, see? Because people want what we do. They want what you do. Your wife would phone, or your husband would phone at the end of the day and she'd say, well, my husband's not home yet. You know, he's late for dinner. And the staff would say, well, he was here all day, but they took him away. There's an earlobe on the floor and a tuft of hair and a nostril. And you'd be in bottles on everybody's mantelpiece, little pieces of you, see? Because people want what we do, see? Now, parents will never directly affront you and say this. They'll never look at you in the eye and say, doctor, we don't trust you. You're not seeing the kids. I mean, people don't do that, see? They will not do that. They don't have high confront, see? But they will say this to you, say, well, we don't have the money, and my kids are so busy. I mean, there's Kumon math after school, and there's piano lessons, and there's soccer practice. There's just no time, see? And I bet boots, when you're watching this video right now, you're probably smiling, and you're probably saying to yourself, oh crap, I've heard this so many times. When you hear that, no, it's an excuse. It is an issue of trust, 100%, see? So that's one part of it. The other part of it is this. Now, this may sting a little bit, but I need you to listen to this. The other part of it is this. While your patients may see you as absolutely trustworthy, they may also see you as a doctor who is really nice. I mean, a wonderful doctor, he's got a nice car, a lovely family, nice office, wonderful kids, but they also see you as average. Nothing special about you. Nothing that distinguishes you from anybody else, see? One of a million chiropractors on every street corner in North America starving. That's kind of the way that people see you, see? And here's the way they would talk about you behind your back. Well, Bob, you got to see Dr. Bob, Dr. Jim rather, because he'll fix you right up with that crick in the neck you got and that sore back you're dragging around and that bum leg. Because he's a fix-it guy, see? He'll fix it. But you see, for your uncle's kidney failure and your dad's colitis and your mom's Crohn's disease and your daughter's infertility issues and your son's asthma, I wouldn't see him. And see, that's the problem. And now you're relegated to seeing the musculoskeletal patient, and now you're in direct competition with all the other chiropractors in town, all the physicians, all the physiotherapists, all the massage therapists, and all the prescription bottles. See? And now the game is this. Who can get me feeling better the fastest and the cheapest? That's the game you're into. See? Now what I'd like to suggest, let's play a totally different game. Let's get you on the other side of the fence where you're helping people with all those conditions I just mentioned and thousands more. And now you have no competition. You're the only one. See? And that is the type of doctor that your patients are looking for. See? And I mentioned this in an earlier video, so I'm not going to repeat it. But that's the kind of doctor your patients are looking for. See? And that's the kind of doctor they will trust with the children. So you need to become a doctor that your community will trust, because if they trust you 100%, you are seeing the kids and you are living the practice of your dreams. Now, if you're not sure how to do that, please call me. 800-353-3082. I will help you with it. That's what I do, see? And complete the Practice Health Mini Checkup I mentioned on a number of videos on my website. It will really help me understand what is going on in your practice, and I'll give you some amazing suggestions. And away you go. That's it. I'd like to talk to you again, and as I say, feel free to call me and get in touch with me anytime. It'd be a pleasure to chat with you. Take care.